What happens when a man out on bond for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon decides to play lawyer? Meet Henry Barokel, a man who allegedly impersonated a federal employee, tampered with a jury pool in a courthouse hallway, and somehow managed to get into the Behar County Jail multiple times posing as an attorney. Judge Stephanie Boyd is about to shut this charade down in the most dramatic way possible. This isn't just a courtroom violation. It's a full-blown security breach that raises questions about how someone on bond could infiltrate the justice system itself. Buckle up, because this case goes from strange to absolutely jaw-dropping.
Gestures or anything, please?
All right, so are there any people in the audience who are here as support for someone? All right, so here's the rule, and I want you all to listen to me very carefully. If you try to communicate with an inmate in the box, you will be told to leave this courtroom. You will not be welcomed back. Does everyone understand? Whether you're a witness or not, you will not be giving testimony in this court if you do that, because that interferes with the security of this courtroom. Does everybody understand? So anybody who's on this side who is not a defendant, I need you to move to this side. And the defendants on this side move to the left side, but nobody sit on the first row. Thank you.
Any word? Yeah. Are you ready to
Not on the one.
Okay. Yes.
Well, that rubber band exploded. Oh, no, that's fine.
Come up here, sir.
All right, Joshua Patillo.
Come here.
Yes.
So it says plea deadline, but I thought that today was the final discovery.
It's the plea deadline date, but I did inform you all if between November and now, if all the discovery hasn't been done, the court will reconsider the plea deadline date.
And that's.
Doesn't need to be right now, but at some point.
All right, so this is up for trial.
So Judge, today, defense asked in regards to whether or not the case applied for a U visa and any documentation related to that. This is the first state is being made aware, as far as I'm aware. I don't know of any documents, but I'd have to ask them if it's being sent over.
Oh, it's easy to figure out if somebody's applied for U visa, so that'll be able to be done. All right, well, we'll take that up at 11:30.
Okay, so
All right.
come back at 11:30 for that.
Yes.
All
And we'll
right,
see if
then.
we have an interpreter available for the trial if your case is going.
Okay, and
All right.
is that when I'm gonna find out where I am in the lineup?
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you at 11:30.
All right, thank you. Jose Barrera?
Well, the wife and I work many different hours, and to get him a job, to get him to and from, would be hard for us. You know, without him driving, or if he has strict rules, can't work at night or certain times throughout the day.
So far, then the GPS hasn't affected any of those prospects.
Not at this time.
And before he was arrested in November of 23, was he employed?
He had worked at 2 jobs shortly. He wasn't arrested at that time. That was the 2 years prior to him being arrested.
So the conditions haven't had any effect on previous employment.
It hasn't at this time, except for requesting to attend the interviews.
Coming from the city.
All right, any follow-up?
No.
All right, thank you so much for coming. All right, the person in the red jacket, can you come forward, please?
She says she doesn't understand English.
All right, if she's underage, she should be in school. And my understanding is, for those who have children, are there any districts that are not currently in school? Nobody has children?
We're all in school.
Judson is back? All right, so she needs to be removed from the courtroom. I don't have underage people in the courtroom. All right, and the purple person in the gray suit, who is he?
He's the U.S. executive of the United States.
All right, so you're the U.S. executive with the, which part of the United States? I mean,
It's a prior.
All right, so do you have documentation? All right, thank you so much. You're excused.
You can step up.
We'll have to try my license to put in a quote.
Thank you. Have a great day. All right, so my understanding is that you were
Here's where things get tense. Judge Boyd is laser focused on one question. Were you speaking to the jurors outside? Notice how Henry Barokel keeps dodging the question. He's not giving straight answers, he's deflecting, and the judge is having none of it. This isn't just casual conversation. Jury tampering is a serious offense that can destroy the integrity of an entire trial. If potential jurors are influenced before they even enter the courtroom, it compromises the defendant's right to a fair trial. The judge asks him 3 times and watch his body language. He's stalling, looking around, anything to avoid a direct answer. And here's the kicker. He claims he's a federal employee with the U.S. government, but can't produce a single piece of documentation. No badge, no credentials, nothing. That's when Judge Boyd's suspicion goes into overdrive. Something is very wrong here, and she knows it.
outside speaking with members of the jury. Is that correct? That's either yes or no. No. You were outside speaking to the jurors, yes or no? Nope. Were you outside speaking to the jurors, yes or no?
What is it to me, sir? It's getting me nervous. Yeah, it's getting me. It's a difference between getting arrested.
This is what's going to end up. All right. And what division? All right. Do you have documentation for that? Oh, what is your name? Spell that. First name? And last name? Yes. Spell it. And where's your documentation that show you work for the federal government? All right. So you are not allowed to be in this courthouse anymore. You do not have any business here. If you are not a witness, you are not allowed in this courtroom. Do you understand? And you're not allowed in this courthouse. You know that you are not supposed to be speaking with the jurors in the hallway. You were. Those jurors were not asking you any questions. You took it upon yourself to tamper with the jury that is coming up here for jury selection. You are not allowed in this courthouse anymore. Do you understand? No. Do you understand? So do not come back into the courthouse. That means this courthouse. That means the courthouse next door, that is the historical courthouse. Do you understand?
And there it is, Judge Boyd drops the hammer. You are not allowed in this courthouse anymore. This isn't a temporary ban or a warning. She's permanently barring him from the building. But notice what she says next. You took it upon yourself to tamper with the jury that is coming up here for jury selection. That's the nuclear option in a courtroom. Jury tampering can lead to mistrials, criminal charges, and in some cases, federal prosecution. The judge doesn't stop there. She extends the ban to the historical courthouse next door, making sure this man has zero access to the justice system facilities. But here's the bombshell that's about to unfold. The defense attorney reveals that this same man has been filing documents in her client's case, threatening to sue her in federal court, and, wait for it, he somehow gained access to her client through an attorney video visit at the jail. How does someone who's not a lawyer get into a privileged attorney-client communication system? That's not just a security lapse, that's a scandal.
Right. All right. If you can see that he's escorted off the premises. Oh, God bless you too. But personally, I don't feel comfortable with using this jury as the jury pool because I don't know what was said. My understanding is that he is involved in a case here, not as a witness, not as a party whatsoever, but just as maybe a friend of a friend of a friend of a cousin. All right. All right, Ms. Compton.
Yes, ma'am. That's all.
All right. And the other issue, you were not present, but you were number one for jury trial. However, the person who was here in the gray suit who said that he was with the U.S. government, he was,
Mr. Mann.
yeah, he was speaking to the jurors in the hallway. So I don't feel comfortable with using the jury panel that we have.
And Judge, I'm not quite sure how to handle him. I did talk to Daniel about him, and I did make a call before the holidays to the jail. He has been filing all sorts of stuff in this case. I don't know what his relationship is with his family. I don't talk to them. I've never spoken to him. He has communicated with me threats that he's going to sue me in federal court and all kinds of stuff like that. But the thing that troubles me the most, and I called the jail to let them know, is that he evidently had an attorney visit on the video visit, not a recorded visit, an attorney visit with this guy,
Okay.
with my client. Now, I tried to find out if they had a record of that or how it happened. My client doesn't know.
Well, what I've done is I've asked that he not be allowed back in the courthouse. And the deputy took a photo of him. So somebody can let the sheriff know that he's not to have attorney visits if he's not his attorney.
If you're thinking that he's also right now a person who is on bond for an aggravated assault. So somebody might want to talk to pretrial services or his bond.
So somebody may want to talk to his pretrial services officer. And honestly, the name that he gave me, I don't even believe that's his real name because he seemed to be stumbling over what his name was. But the deputies did take a photo of him. So I'm sure that's going to be placed at the courthouses and they can place it at the jail as well.
I'm on the Bexar County website pretty easy with the name he's been filing things under.
Okay.
And he's filed stuff.
And what name did he give?
It's a.
Is it Henry?
Henry.
Okay.
Whatever that name is, that's his name.
All right. So before you leave here today, we'll take up that matter with the sheriff's office.
All right.
Now to the case of an attorney imposter. A man out on bond for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon is behind bars again. This time accused of violating bond by saying he was an attorney and a government employee.
Henry Barrocal was recently thrown out of the Justice Center after tampering with a jury pool. Eric Hernandez takes a look at this bizarre case.
You were outside speaking to the jurors, yes or no? You took it upon yourself to tamper with the jury.
Henry Barrocal didn't say much after being questioned by Judge Stephanie Boyd a little over a week ago. Barrocal was allegedly talking to potential jurors in a courthouse hallway about a kidnapping case that was expected to go to trial. He told the court he was a federal employee but couldn't provide any proof. Judge Boyd had to reset the case and had Barrocal removed from the Justice Center. It was later revealed that Barrocal was out on bond for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The most troubling issue about this case was that Barrocal was allegedly able to impersonate an attorney and enter the Bexar County Jail on multiple occasions to speak with his clients. We asked the Bexar County Sheriff's Office how he was able to get through. In an email, the sheriff's office says no records exist of him scheduling in-person visits, but when he was not incarcerated, he did have video visitations with inmates. A spokeswoman says, quote, "We are in the process of looking into video visitations scheduled completed during the time he was not incarcerated. If Mr. Barrocal made the video visitations under the guise of him being an attorney, we will share those findings with you." In the meantime, he is now back behind bars for violating bond, and his bond has been increased to $500,000. And if he is able to make bond again, he cannot have any contact with the 187th District Court, Judge Boyd, and any criminal defendant currently in the Bexar County Jail.
Let's pause and absorb what just happened. Henry Barokel, a man currently out on bond for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, allegedly posed as an attorney and gained access to privileged attorney-client visits at the Bexar County Jail. Think about the implications here. Attorney-client communications are supposed to be sacred, protected by law, and completely confidential. They're not recorded, they're not monitored, because the legal system trusts that only licensed attorneys will use that access. But if someone can simply claim to be a lawyer and waltz into those private meetings, what does that say about security protocols? The defense attorney didn't even know this was happening until jail records revealed it. She's never spoken to this man, yet he's been filing court documents, making threats, and somehow inserting himself into her case. Judge Boyd immediately recognizes the danger. She orders his photo taken, notifies the sheriff's office, and suggests his pretrial services officer be contacted because he may have just violated his bond conditions. This isn't just courthouse drama. This is a legitimate threat to the integrity of the entire legal process. So here's how this wild story ends. For now, Henry Barokel is back behind bars with his bond skyrocket from its original amount to a staggering $500,000. And if he somehow manages to post that bond, he's prohibited from having any contact with Judge Boyd's court, any criminal defendants in the Bexar County Jail, or the Justice Center itself. The court also ordered a psychiatric evaluation to determine his mental state and fitness to proceed. But the bigger questions remain. How did he successfully impersonate an attorney multiple times? How did he access privileged video visitations reserved for lawyers? And what was he actually telling those jurors in the hallway before Judge Boyd shut him down? The Bexar County Sheriff's Office is still investigating video visitation records to determine the full extent of his deception. This case exposes serious vulnerabilities in courthouse and jail security systems that are supposed to protect the sanctity of legal proceedings. It's a stark reminder that the justice system, while powerful, is only as secure as the people monitoring it. So what do you think? Should there be stricter verification processes for attorney visits? How did security protocols fail this badly? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this case shocked you as much as it shocked us, smash that like button, share this video with anyone who loves real courtroom drama, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping legal breakdowns. We cover cases that expose the cracks in the system, and this one is a massive crack. See you in the next one, and remember, justice isn't just about what happens in court. It's about protecting the integrity of the process itself.